rise and pocket right at the ball every single time. Yes! Anything specific like you want to make sure you're good with come weekend time?
I think like on my backhand, like getting the ball out.
Okay.
Cause I can get the backhands, and I think that's like my good, but like I'm getting stuck a little bit. Which
Okay. Stuck like with your hands and your feet, or just your hands?
Yeah, like I get here, and then I don't know, like I just weird a little bit.
We'll do a drill that's gonna seem kind of funny, but it helps. All right, let's go backhands, and like since that's where you feel like you're struggling, we'll go backhands and like add the transfer part in even right now. Okay, like really work on eliminating the feet, but getting the good transfer. All right, let's go backhands. Okay, but like really focus on the transfer. Okay. I think for like backhand transfers, like have this hand a little bit more ready. Like it's ready, but like as you're bringing this back through, bring this one to meet it. Does that make sense? Instead of like bringing this so far back to where your hand is, because if we're not in the spot our glove thinks we're gonna be in, we're gonna fumble, right? So now start bringing this here and like meeting almost more middle, so like you can always find ball. Dude. Good. I want to do a transfer drill for like your regular stuff, and then hopefully it helps with the backhand stuff. But I think the more you can have your throwing hand meet your glove, even on your backhands, like the better, because we're so used to routine stuff just being nice and easy because you're going two hands anyway.
Yeah.
That's like on my backhands, obviously I'm not using this, but as I'm pushing through, like my hand's ready to go, and I'm right here.
I think that's the part I'm missing a little bit. I think sometimes I'm like a little bit back. I stay back a little bit, but
which is fine. And, you know, like there's going to be times, especially playing third base, you get those hot shots that either take the longer hops or they're just hit hard, right? We want to sink with the hard stuff, but it's like when I sink, I can't lose this hand back here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I can't really try to just work glove, because if we're not getting together, you're not going to find ball, right? And then you're going to feel rushed, and you're already loaded to throw. So if this is slow, well, now I'm standing up. Now I can't drive into my throw and stuff like that. All right, I'm not going to have you throw off this, but I want you to, it's not as big as I would like it, but I want you to put this in like your glove arm. Okay, and what we're going to have you do, we're going to just go all routine stuff, and I'm going to drop it like right in front of you. All right, so working two things. Working your glove never kind of coming up like this, right? This ball can come out like when you pull apart to go to your throwing position. But what I really want is like you utilizing your bare hand more, right? We talked about it. Instead of like flipping this glove over, like really trying to stay here and take it out with my bare hand.
Okay.
Keep this pocket facing this way, right? So sometimes what happens when you kind of get handcuffed on balls, yes, half of it's because we get stuck in the ground. We don't move our feet on some of those hard hit balls, but that's going to happen in games. Not trying to be perfect with our footwork, being perfect with our reactions. All right, but my glove work is going to be really important on those hot shots. You know what I mean? I'm really forcing pocket to ball. Okay, now actually add your real shuffle towards first baseman, like hard shuffle, get into your throwing position. You don't have to throw, but like go game speed now.
Okay.
Good. Let's do our backhand drill. No ball. I'm going to have you go barehanded for this.
Okay.
But we're going to just put the ball here to start, or you're going to be kind of doing it on your own. All right, and then I'm going to roll balls to you. But what I really want you to just do is like isolate the feeling of ball in your hands, right? Because I think what happens when we have glove on, we just like lose feeling of ball sometimes. And that's part of the reason we can't find it. Okay, so I really want you to just start set up like this and really just like push through here. And like you can go this slow.
Okay.
And as you're pushing through, like start bringing this hand here and just take ball out of your hand.
Okay.
Instead of like really trying to bring this glove back, right? Do your little movement, start bringing this back, and then meet it in the middle of your body. Good. Here's my one complaint. When I was doing this drill, right, I stayed this low as I pushed through and I was starting my transfer, right? What's happening right now is you're coming up to transfer.
Yeah.
Okay, stay think like when we push through our backhands, and even when we give with them, right? I'm in my legs the whole time. So even if I sink this way, it's a little bit easier because I'm bringing ball to my glove, but I want to stay this height because now I can just push off and go to my throw. I think the reason you get stuck is because as you're sinking, you're coming up. Well, now I feel kind of off balance. I don't know how to drive from that high position, right? Because if you hit and you get tall ever, all arm. Exactly the same thing with your throw. Like if you get tall during that transfer, during that shuffle, all arm, no matter how much we can work on your throws and all that. As you push through, as you transfer, try to maintain your height. Then during that shuffle, you can get your chest up a little bit because that's where we want to throw from, but don't let it happen before then, okay? Good, go one more without it moving, and then I'm gonna have you go bare hand pick. Good, I'm just gonna toss it like I was before.
Okay.
And you're just gonna pick and push through and work that now. Utilize your shuffle.
Okay. Just get a little farther, right?
Yeah. We've talked about it, right? If you don't utilize that shuffle, it's not like you can't make any throw from third base without a shuffle. You can, right? And you're gonna be able to as you get older because you're just gonna get stronger. But we use it so that you can transfer, right? You can stay in rhythm. And then that way, let's say we have to go back on a ball. Well, now I'm this way anyway. I'm sitting. I'm loading like I'm hitting. But utilize your shuffle to give you that 0.1 extra amount of time to really get ball into your hand and load. Okay. Good. I'm gonna have you use the mini glove to start. But I want to go a lot of backhands with the mini glove. Obviously to isolate your glove movement, but like really work the bare hand part coming to you. Okay. So here's the thing with that though. If we're going back, typically it's because we're not gonna have time to push through and go to first. Seeing that first one we fielded, I can see how we're getting stuck. And just like everything's out of rhythm. You were here, everything was good, and then you came up and you were like, almost like in place, like you didn't actually even climb. Right, so if you're sinking, we just talked about it during that drill, is like,
stay low.
You're staying in that hip. It's really just your load back and you're gonna fire from there, right? But if you're gonna need that shuffle, you gotta bust your ass deeper than the ball to push through to have a shuffle. You know what I mean? Like it can't be both. You're just not gonna have the time. Do you feel that extra hop?
Yeah.
You gotta, part of it's balance too, bud, is like, you say you're a great power hitter, right? Channel that part of the game into your defense. And like how it feels to load your hip, how it feels to stabilize and balance, and like if you had to, like, right? That's the same kind of movement as loading the throw. So it's like trying to put both sides of the game together because there's so many similarities, right? We talk about it all the time. Like a lot of the stuff you do over there is how you're gonna play over here in terms of you using your body. It's just like try to channel the hip and the thigh more so than the feet and stumbling.
I like that one. I sank back and I was ready.
I'm gonna mix a little bit more so that, because we've talked about it, we can work all backhand all day. I just don't want you to start getting caught flat-footed on other stuff. So now it's about like putting all that and react. Yes! I forgot we weren't throwing, but I was gonna say finish it! These last like 5 or 6 you can throw.
My bad.
You tell me what's happening. What do you feel?
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say it's because your body wants to go up. It's everything we were just talking about is this action. And this action feels uncertain. It feels like, oh crap, I feel like I could get hit in the face right now. Even though it doesn't happen. But if just this movement alone, it counteracts, I get up. Okay, really eyes and pocket right at the ball every single time. Yeah, I love that. It just looks smooth and effortless. That was probably your best one so far.
Here we go.
My bad.
Hey, you're good. So even throwing on the run though, right? It looked like you made the decision too late, maybe because of the bobble. But we've talked about it. You see that chopper? Our instinct should be go get the short hop. right? I feel like it wasn't totally the instinct because it pulled you this way. So we were like, well, that's an easy one. I can just move through. But then we bobbled and we had to change our course. Okay? Go get the short hop. Pocket. I want to see your pocket the whole time. Like, I want to be able to see the ball going straight into your pocket instead of sometimes I can't even tell if it's getting your pocket. Yes. Come get it. Come get it. Money. Hey, so I think like a couple of the biggest things to take away from today, and I know like all winter we worked your throws and your first steps. Like I would say, like we spent the entire winter working those two things, and those look really good. Like your throws look so effortless now, and like your first steps are a lot better in terms of like reading balls, staying low, obviously, but sometimes it's not even during the fielding part, it's during that transfer part. It's like we're just coming too high with our glove before we get the ball out. Or it's like maintain height as you transfer so you can use your body a little bit more, right? And then backhands, none of this, right? Why do we do all that barehand stuff? To make sure you're forcing your palm to the ball every single time, right? So second you get your glove on, right? That's why we use the mini glove too. Is like force pocket to ball, use your body to push through, use your body to sink instead of just relying strictly on glove, because it won't happen, right? It's ball's gonna come out. Even if like we're set up perfect, we took the first step the right way and everything like that. If I go this way, it's gonna hit my heel every single time. Okay. So utilize your elbow, even on routine stuff, right? That's why you use pancake gloves. You use small gloves, you do barehanded stuff. It's like those little things of like movements, translate them when you have your glove on. Like pretend you don't have a pocket anymore, pretend it's just your bare hand, and stay really solid with that part of your game. Because your routes look really good, your decision making is really good. But now it's like, if you do those little things, no ball's gonna ever get by you, and even if you bobble, you're still gonna make a throw. You know what I mean?